Season is just about here, and whether it happens over fall break, Thanksgiving weekend, or winter vacation, your college student will be returning home a place of refuge where they can let go and just be themselves. Here to share some tips on making the most out of that special time with your children is Real Life Parent Guide founder Kim Muench. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, Cleo, I'm excited to be here.
Glad to have you. All right, many college kids, students, they're coming home for the holidays. What can families do to make the most out of their time together?
Well, I think I want to say, and I've got two coming home myself.
Oh.
So I will say manage expectations.
Okay.
And meaning timing, and this is really a time for our young people to come home and recharge and reconnect with friends and stuff. And that's not to say we shouldn't have some family expectations, but I think parents sometimes have higher expectations of the amount of time that kids will spend.
Yeah, you know what? If I look back at that time, which was a long time ago, I can remember coming home and my mom, getting a little sad that I spent maybe too much time with friends and not enough time with her. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. What are some common challenges that you can come up during the holiday season, and how can we overcome them?
Well, managing expectations and everyone's different expectations. Trying to find the open communication at times. I think sometimes our young people come home and they might have something that they need to share with their parents. Maybe it's academics or a relationship issue or whatever.
Yeah.
Just parents being available and open to what their young people are learning and listening to understand them. Active listening for sure.
Active listening for sure. How can parents, I guess, find the balance between letting their older kids enjoy the freedom that I know they have at school, and then also giving them some guidance?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I work with parents every day, and they're like, when the kid's at school, I don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And, that's one thing. But when they're home under my roof, and that can be a real challenge. Parents, you have to understand that your young adult is growing into themselves, and I think again it leads to open communication. Have that discussion before you get upset as a parent. Talk about it, work it through, compromise. This is about collaborating. This stage of parenting is really about collaborating with your young adult.
And obviously there's some benefits of having them come home as well.
For sure, absolutely. You get to hear all the things that are
going on
at school, and reconnect with them. They get to reconnect with their friends and maybe get some additional rest and just recharge to go back.
Yeah, I do want to mention that this applies to more than just college kiddos, right? Does your advice change for kids who are already starting their careers, maybe have a family of their own, and they're coming home?
Yeah, I've got 3 more that are out of college
Kim,
that are coming home.
How many kids do you have?
5.
Oh, Kim.
They're 18 to 36.
You are the expert.
So, well, and I've been through some things in the process of that. So yes, the older kids as well, the ones that are out in the in the real jobs and raising their own families. This is a time for just relaxation. So anything that parents can do, I'm talking in particular moms maybe, to cook ahead or to cater if you're, do something that makes it as easy, paper plates, makes it as easy as possible. So, I mean, it's all about connection.
Connection is key.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, thank you so much. Great advice, great tips as well.
Thank you.
And congrats on your 5 and your 2 coming home.
Thank you.